So Amma, the Divine Mother, who is a beautiful living goddess, a living saint who I visit and have done for the last 20 years for darshan, for spiritual solace, just an understanding of my and connecting with the harmlessness and right action that has really changed my outlook in life. And so during this time it's been quite interesting because I have been really connecting to her mantras, to her prayers, and to the Archanas that we are having online now. It's been quite a different experience, and this last few days has been rather turbulent. The energies have been phenomenal here in Glastonbury, in Avalon, and last night I could hardly sleep at all. I was up at 5 o'clock and I watched a video of someone else who'd done something on the tour. It was just incredible. And so I was holding both Gaius and Marina, my aquamarine crystals, during this meditation that I was watching at 5 a.m. in the morning, and then I went to bed. And when I went back to bed, I took the crystals with me, something I never normally do. And when I got into my dream state, I realised that my Gaius, this crystal, had actually, in my dream state, had broken. Everything was just too much. Everything, and this is Gaius, Merlin's teacher, everything was not as it had been. Everything was different. Nothing was really going to be the same. You know, they say before enlightenment you chop wood, and after enlightenment you chop wood. And this was such a shock to see that Gaius was in half. And I was devastated. I was devastated because it was a visible reaction and a visible result of what was going on around us. And I cried, I really cried. I didn't cry for the crystal, I cried for the change that had taken place and was taking place. And as I cried, I found myself surrounded by friends I hadn't seen or talked to for ages and ages. And then I found myself in the darshan queue to visit Amma. And it was a very, very ordered queue. It was really very simple, and we all had our turn. We got to the stage, and as I got to the stage with 2 pieces of Gaius in my bag, in my pocket, I had 1 piece in my hand, and I had this crystal in my hand, but the other one was in my pocket. And when I got to stand in front of Amma, I pulled out the 2 broken pieces, and I was absolutely flabbergasted because they were now as one. The 2 broken pieces in front of Amma were together. They were healed. The crystal was not broken anymore. There was no join, there was no glue, there was nothing. It was, to me, it just showed that the praying, the meditations, the archanas, the 1,000 words of Amma that we chant regularly, the white flower meditation, that she was showing me that even though I think everything is broken, it's not. It's quite beautiful. And as I was, and I woke up after the dream, still holding the crystals, and it was joy, absolute disbelief that Amma had come to me in my dream to show me that actually everything was going to be okay. Gaius, his teacher, the Merlin energy that I work with was not broken, it was perfect. And Marina was also perfect and helping us through this time. So, and when I came down, I spoke to Ria about it, and she told me her experience. Ria, what happened to you on the last Archana that we did here in person?
Well, that last Archana was really interesting because I wasn't going to stay for it. Like I told you, I was going to go to Morrison's and buy a kettle. And you said you don't need a kettle right now. You should stay for this. It's really important.
I said you need Amma more than a kettle.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't usually have like vivid meditations, but in this one, my mind was a bit of a jumble, and Amma, I was sitting in front of Amma and she showed me this great big ball of string, which sort of represented my mind at the time, I think, and then she just went bing, And suddenly the whole string had just gone completely straight and smooth, and she just laughed and smiled at me, and it was so beautiful. It was really lovely.
And to see how Rio's doing that, she's had the ball of string and it just went bing,
Bing.
and so these visions, these meditative things that we see in our meditation, they are real. They are on different levels and different layers of our consciousness. And so, yeah, if you have never heard of Amma, it's amma.org. And she is a living saint. She lives in India, but she travels the world, and we can't wait for her to travel the world again. But what this has taught us is how we can really connect with her and with our other friends and family through the ethers, through spirit, through love. And so, bless you, Amma. Thank you. Harmlessness and right action to all, and really walking the talk and being that pillar of light, that flame of bright, bright light in the centre of your being, shining your light.